Hi guys, today I am going to talk about the difference between domain and function. Okay, most of the folks you were not aware about the what is the domain and the function. Whenever you're trying to create the projects on data analytics or data engineer anything, so you have to understand particularly what is the domain, what is the function. Okay, if you understand these two terminology, you are going to make effectively your project. So first let me talk about the domain. So domain is, for example, we can consider, we can take it e-commerce, right? So e-commerce is one domain. You know what does it mean by e-commerce, right? So e-commerce is one domain. So like on top of the e-commerce, so for example function means sales analytics is the one function. So we are going to perform sales analytics on top of the e-commerce domain. So for example in our project section, in our projects, during our projects, what we are going to do, so for example which product has been significantly dropped the revenue, which product has been significantly lower the sales. So that is we are going to performing sales analytics. Sales is the one function. And as well as I'm going to talk about the another domain. So banking is another domain. In banking, so customer analysis is the function. So for example they are going to retain customers, right? We are going to do the analytics. So or else you can take it edtech. Edtech means which is online learning platforms. Okay, whenever here is the function is like customer retention, customer analysis. Customer analysis is the function. So here people are going to hold the customers, because if you lose the customers they are not going to make the profits. So here the customer analysis is the function. And as well as banking. So banking is the one domain. Risk analytics is the like is the function. For example, so if you are not able to repay your debit, they are going to check so default customers on top of the uh, banking domain sector. So here is the risk analytics is the function. Okay, hope you understand what does it mean by domain versus function. So whenever you're trying to create the real-time projects, what you have to do, you have to do three things. First, you need to understand what kind of domain projects you are going to build, and as well as function, and plus business question, plus insights. If you cover this all the sectors, your projects is going to be effective. So the chances of getting interview calls is more. If you help this information, just like the video and follow me for more interview preparation tips.